Hi everyone, Susan Brady here of Nurtured Bones. Calcium is essential. Your bones and your body need it, but calcium alone, particularly in the form of calcium supplement, does not build bone. Bone is living tissue. It is constantly remodeling, responding to signals from many different nutrients, along with hormones and exercise. So, when bone isn't responding the way we expect it to, it is rarely because of a calcium deficiency. So, over the next few weeks, I'm going to be highlighting some of the most important nutrients that are needed to support your bones, starting today with magnesium. Magnesium doesn't get nearly the attention it deserves, yet it plays a role in hundreds of processes in the body. And when magnesium is low, many systems in the body struggle, including your skeletal system. Magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body. And that means it helps regulate how your cells actually function. So, some of magnesium's key roles include supporting muscle contraction and relaxation, regulating nerve signaling, supporting heart rhythm, helping to manage blood sugar and insulin sensitivity, modulating inflammation, supporting energy production inside the cell, and magnesium is also deeply involved in mineral balance, and that's where the bone health comes in. So, when it comes to bone health, magnesium does several important things. First, magnesium helps regulate calcium. It supports the movement of calcium so that it can be absorbed and directed into the bone rather than remaining in the bloodstream or depositing it in soft tissue. Second, magnesium is required for vitamin D activation. So you can take vitamin D, but without enough magnesium, your body may not fully convert it into its active form. Third, magnesium plays a role in bone remodeling, the process where old bone is broken down and new bone is formed. And 60% of magnesium in the body is stored in the bone, which tells us how important it is structurally and functionally. But this is where things get concerning. In the United States, studies suggest that roughly 50% or more of adults do not meet the recommended intake for magnesium, and that number is likely higher in older adults. And a normal blood magnesium test doesn't always mean your body has enough magnesium because your body keeps blood levels stable by pulling magnesium from tissues and bone. So deficiency is often missed. And there are many reasons magnesium deficiency is so widespread. So, first, our modern diets tend to be lower in magnesium. Processing removes magnesium from grains, and many people don't eat enough magnesium rich foods like leafy greens and legumes and nuts. Second, stress increases magnesium loss. So, chronic stress, poor sleep, high cortisol levels all increase magnesium requirements. Third, medications. Many common medications like diuretics, proton pump inhibitors, some blood pressure medications, and certain antibiotics can increase magnesium loss or reduce magnesium absorption. And fourth, digestive issues. Low stomach acid, poor absorption, gut inflammation, they all reduce magnesium uptake. And this is a big reason why I emphasize digestion and gut health for bone support. So, in order to make sure you're getting adequate magnesium for your bones and your body, I always start with food. Magnesium-rich foods include leafy greens, nuts and seeds, legumes, whole grains. And these foods provide magnesium alongside other nutrients that your bones need, which is why food forms the foundation. However, having said that, food alone isn't always enough, especially in the presence of stress, aging, digestive challenges. So, this is where supplements can be helpful. And there are several different forms of magnesium supplements, but my go-to is usually magnesium glycinate because it tends to be more gentle on the gut and it is very well absorbed. And I generally recommend taking it at bedtime because it has a natural muscle relaxation property that may help you to sleep better. So you can see that magnesium is essential, but like I said, it's not the only nutrient involved in bone health. And this video is the first in a series where I'll break down the most important nutrients for bone health so you can understand what actually supports strong bones and why one supplement alone is rarely the answer. Hope you have a great rest of your day.